Now, to conclude, again, I would say all of this adhere to the KISS theory, which is keep it simple, superstar. KISS theory says do what is most easy. Okay? Don't try to do the most complicated, difficult thing. Do what you can. And then, if you get a chance to review and extend, brilliant. Keep your conclusion short and sweet. If you are writing a report, and you've done your discussion and you've got a conclusion, remember that it's about bringing together that final evidence. It might have a recommendation in there. It's going to adhere to the same academic conventions of any conclusion that you have ever written. If you're unsure, go see your English teachers. They're going to tell you what to do. Okay? My advice is that before you do any of this, so now that you know where you're going and what you have to do, before you do any of this, I want you to do your summary table. This is just a little example I looked up. I have about 10 different ways to do it because I find that every single person does this in a different way. Now, a summary table is a really nice page for your folio. So remember KISS theory. KISS theory is all about keeping it simple. Every single thing that we get you to do for your folio is designed to help you in your outcome and evaluation. So if you want to produce a really nice little summary table, you might go for longer than a page. You might have 1 page per focus question, or you might have half a page, or it really depends what info you have. You can then hand that up to be marked. So, in a bit of a sneaky way, you're getting marked in your folio for it, but it's actually helping you write your outcome. It's a bit of double dipping. And we like that. We like when we're able to do half as much work for twice as much reward. Just to kind of draw it to a close, I would be recommending that you do some sort of planning mechanism before you jump into the outcome. Otherwise, you're going to be flicking back and through that folder like a million times, trying to find that source. And remember that guy who said that thing about that thing? You don't want to be doing that at midnight when you're trying to finish your outcome. You want to have it all organised. And then you can devote your energies to writing good sentences. As humans, we are not able to remember a full folio of work and write coherently and use footnotes and adhere to academic convention. It's just too much. So plan it, give your brain a break. Now, you might be doing your summary table, and you might find that focus question 1, yep, you're all over it. You got it, it's great. Focus question 2, really forgot. Oops. My recommendation is that you need to go and get more evidence. Your folio does not technically stop once you start your outcome. You need to get the source. You need to do what you would usually do if any source, highlight it, add it to your folio. But for most people, they will already have enough annotations for their folio evidence. Instead, I will produce just a short summary. So it might be that it just goes straight into your summary table, or you might have a little page of extra sources underneath them. Most importantly, all your sources have to go to bibliography, but not all of these extra sources will need to be annotated. Now that's probably controversial, because some of you might have no annotations. And if you have no annotations, then maybe these new sources are the ones that will become your annotation. Maybe some of you have already done as many annotations as you can. You never want to annotate another thing in your life. That's totally cool. Don't do it. But my advice is that you make sure that your folio is the best it can possibly be. That may mean that you do some sort of interaction with the new sources. But it is going to be variable upon person. So please, just be aware of that. I'm not going to read this to you because it is available on the screen. But what I am going to do is tell you that this is information that is provided to teachers and students by the ACE Board. It is called the Chief Assessor's Report. And this means is that the people who are in charge of the subject sit down at the end of the year and they listen to what all the moderators have said, and they look at all the notes from the writing, and they write down a big list of recommendations, things that will make your work great. It's really important that you look at the things that will make your work great. So, some of the things that I've seen are that most successful research outcomes have read widely. That does not mean have read everything on the internet. It means they've engaged in a variety of different sources from different opinions and have a wide range of perspectives that they have brought together. Especially important is that they have discovered the findings in their own words. There is nothing worse than reading a report that is Mr. X showed, quote, full stop. Mr. Y showed, quote, full stop. This was also shown by Mr. D, full stop. Quote, full stop. That's not your words. You're not doing anything with that. You're just cutting and pasting. Anyone can cut and paste. You don't do very well. So you need to be talking about introduce the source, telling the Dr. Nelson's warning content to help you why this quote is important and what it means. Right? You don't get to just cut and paste your way through this. So it's really important that you think about your own information from a variety of sources that shows your engagement, that shows multiple perspectives, and it's really as creative as you possibly can be. Another thing is that you want to show your link between your sources and your ideas. Now, I guess the main thing for your S2 criteria is not so much that you have, a footnote at the end of every sentence, but that you actually have used the source. So it's not just footnote at the end and that's it. Actually displaying the source and using it to support information. Most importantly, anyone who's doing multi-level still needs to have references and you can say them. So you can just do as Mr. X says, or you can actually have a script that has footnotes in it, or you can have on your slides the references, or you could have it in the notes section under the slide, or it could pop up on the screen as you're talking. There's like a million different ways to do it. We need to be able to understand what you're saying. Now, everyone can write pretty well, say, so we are okay. What we need to really think about is how we extend that. Okay? So, one of my pet peeves is people putting in photos without captions, or people putting in a diagram without a reference to it. If you put anything into your report, like a diagram or a flowchart or a photograph or a picture, you must refer to that in the text somewhere. Same as your tables. You don't just get to whack in an extra 500 words in a table and not refer to it. So at the end of a sentence where it's relevant, you refer to it. You just put bracket, refer to table 1, bracket, stop. Subheadings will help. Graphs of data if you're referring to your surveys. Put your